Alright, we're out here again. And I think I'm going to make some changes. I don't think I'm going to use that. I bought some stainless cups. And I think I'm going to go cut all these bars I put in out. And put some flat stock in I bought. And I got this 55 Chevy. It's for a hood. I'm going to put that in there. So we got to make some pieces for that to go in. I'm going to cut this bar out and we'll start sheeting and putting all this stuff together for the console to work. Oh yeah, and I got this Fratzog emblem that I'm going to put here instead of that voltmeter. So we're going to asphyxiate that piece of plastic on there. The goal is to get through this console and get it made. And then, you know, I bought this piece. I got real lucky. It's a really good seller on eBay. 20 bucks, I got this. I think it's going to make it, instead of plain, it's going to really pull it together. Once I, you know, finish that out. And then we got to make it up for the radio to go in there. So there's a lot of work here. May take a couple days, but that's the plan. Okay, so I've made some modifications. I've cut the bottom bar out and I moved this up so that I can take it in and out without taking the shifter apart, the cable. And I've cut the bars out and I've added, this is where I'm going to drill and mount my plate on. And made some adjustments for the handbrake. Now I'm going to come in and use a poster board and sheet it all and weld it, and then try to get that fitted on here. So we'll start molding it together with steel and get it, put it in, fit it in and out. And I'm just working on the console. Alright, so I got the first bit of metal put in here so the handbrake come up and clear. And I got this, they sell it for door, so it's a door suite. It's like a broom. You can buy it at Menards or Lowe's. So what I'm gonna do, you see this stuff used on like 80s Camaros and stuff. I mean, it's not like a new idea. It's, you know, so I'm going to put that in there. I got to modify it a little bit, you know, but so that's going to go in there, and then it'll allow, you know, it'll fill the gap. So I'm going to put a piece of this on both sides here and fill that hole. So I'm going to fit that in here now, and then I'll probably move on to the little box area there. So we'll figure out how I'm going to do this. Alright, so I built these supports out, and I've drilled and tapped them down with this 832 screws, and now that, and I took my beard trimmer and cut it this to length, cut the aluminum down so it'll bolt down to those plates, and now I have I won't need a boot for the handbrake. It'll go in and out through there. I'm gonna put it in now. Look at it. So that's what it looks like now. You pull that back, and so now, you know, I won't need a boot. I'll just, and it'll move inside that broom. I got a broom back here. Now that there's going to be aluminum. I've welded this whole edge and put thick plate in here, so there'll be an aluminum plate that covers all this. And I got different cup holders to go in here because that other one was kind of big. So I'm going to put these Chinese stainless cup holders in, and put that aluminum plate on here. I got to build the box for this next, and then I can make this plate. Okay, so I've taken some welding wire and I've made the shape out for under, and this clip here is going to come down and catch this piece, so you have to push it in. So now I'm ready to sheathe that up and weld it, and I'll have the glove box door ready. So I got the skeleton for that made, you know, out of welding wire, and I'll finish this top part of the glove box up. Alright, so I got it all welded and ground, and you push this lever in there and it detaches that and catches on this bar. So I got it all cleaned up and down the sides, and in the back here it bolts in and it doesn't hit. You just push it down and you hear it click. So you got to push that factory Mustang 07 lever. So that armrest part is done, and I ran out of gas. I need to go get some gas and weld these side covers on and grind them all the way around. And then I got aluminum sheet that I can start fitting that center part with the aluminum, and then bolt them to that thicker metal that I welded on. But that shaping for the armrest is done. I'll have to build a wall here in the front so stuff can't go forward. But that'll come. I got with all that round bar, I was able to shape this, you know, get a nice shape in here. Works pretty good. So, and with that already being covered, I won't have to do any you know, cover or anything. The seats are already covered, the armrest will be covered, everything else will be painted in there, or shiny aluminum. Alright, so I gotta go get some gas. Alright, so I added a divider in the inside so nothing can go into that forward compartment that I store in here. And then I've welded a plate on the back side, and now I'm going to cover both of these sides and weld it solid. And then majority of this will be done. I'll be ready to come in here and lay this plate, do the cup holders and stuff like that. Alright, so I got this side welded on. I'm going to grind it and then weld the other side up. Alright, I got this side fitted and tacked on. So I'll weld it up and grind it down. Alright, so I got this side welded up. Time to grind it down. Then I'll be ready to put it up in the truck. I got the console bolted back in. Got the armrest and the belt bolted back in, and I took a piece of poster board and I've got a template. I'm going to move that over onto a piece of aluminum and get that cut so I can bolt it down and then start fitting them. You know, I think I'm going to put the electrical switches up there and the cup holders here, and then I got to make a ring to bolt that down, and the electrical switches I want to make that a plate that comes on and off so I can add that stuff in later. So now I got the poster board, I'll cut out a piece of aluminum. So the aluminum plate was cut and put in here, and I fit it for the handbrake and drop back in that little cubby, and I gotta make a boot, but it's cut so the shifter can come through. Now I'm gonna lay out here. Yeah, I drilled and tapped them, machine thread 8/32 32 stainless bolts. I'm going to come in here and lay out my cup holders where I'm going to put them. And charging devices here and there. And then up front I'm going to make a plate, electrical switch panel be up there, so you know, fuel pump, water, start button, all that stuff will go up there. And if you anything that I need, electric fan, all kinds of any switches I need, I'll have a plate that I can take on and off and check the wiring if I need to. But I'm going to go ahead and hole saw these cups in and get those put into this, and then I need to make that boot cover and the other plate. It's all done now, so I made this plate. There's a hole underneath the bottom of it, but I'll be able to come in here and put, you know, my electric fan, my light switches under, you know, if I put undergrow switches or any kind of switches or whatever, I'll be able to put it in there as electrical. Switch them on. Fuel pump maybe. And then I got these coverable 12-volt outlets. There's two of them. There's one back here too. And these 4-amp USB, so they close, they open and close. And then I got these cup holders in there, and the boot, yeah, so plenty of USB ports, and then the handbrake there. You know, it's got that room on it, so you know it keeps, you know, you're not gonna lose your credit card down there or anything. And then this Mustang, so you got to push this little lever down in here, push the lever, and it opens. And I got a pretty good little storage area in here. And you close and latches. You got to push. There's a little lever in there. Comes built in when you buy it. So, yeah. I'll put this V8 badge here off an Explorer. See it? So I got a V8 badge there, and my cup holders, USB ports, and then I'll have the switches up there I can switch on or off. She's pretty well done now, the console part of it. I gotta finish the dash there, put the radio in and all that, but I needed to get this part done first. Pretty happy with how it turned out. The armrest is the same height as the other armrest, so it should be pretty comfortable to ride it. And I can polish that aluminum plate, and then everything inside this cab is going to get painted. It ought to be pretty sharp, and then black carpet. So, all right. Took me a couple days to do that. Pretty good amount of work there. But, all right. I hope you like this kind of stuff. I think it looks pretty good. Should function pretty well. All right. You have a nice day.